What's going on, guys? It's your boy Moho, back with a video for you guys. And this video is special, man. I don't think I've ever played four-place team since this game has been out. At least I don't ever recall playing four-place team. So I was really excited to play them, you know, because I always enjoyed playing against four-play, even back in COD 4. And you know, I've heard a lot about their team and you know how solid they are, and I just wanted to play them, you know, so I was excited. And you know, as always, they didn't disappoint. They're pretty solid. We played them in like 10 maps yesterday. We did win, but you know, they're still solid. Like you could beat teams, right? You could beat a team 10-0, but you could still feel how solid that team, you know, is or is going to be. So I just want to, you know, give him a little shout out and say, you know, solid squad. You know, I'm really happy for that guy. You know, it's always good to see veterans that have been playing Call of Duty for just as long as I have, since Call of Duty 4 at least, in the competitive scene, you know, to still be around and still have pretty solid squads. So that's real big. So shout out to, you know, him and his team. Another thing I want to talk about, because somebody had asked me on Twitter today. They were like, you know, what is your expectations for Team FeaR at Columbus? And you know, I told them, I was like, first, you know, I really want first. I'm hungry for this shit. You know, my team is hungry for this shit. I'm actually super duper motivated now, which I really wasn't that motivated before, because, you know, after you lose everybody you're so close to on the team, you know, and everybody just leaves, you're kind of in like a depressed state, you know, like you're deprived of those players. You know, everybody that I've ever surrounded myself by is either a super known player. You know, the community thinks they're top players. You know, they're active on YouTube. They all stream. You know, in the business sense, that's who I was always around, and that's what I was comfortable with. At first, I wasn't comfortable with this team. You know, I wasn't. I wanted to take my time. I wanted to. You know, I was hoping that maybe later on, if I waited, that the team that I originally had would, you know, come to the realization that we were a top team back then, and they'd want to, and you know, they want to get back together. But I'm tired of waiting. I'm not going to wait for that anymore. This team that I have now, I've opened up my eyes. They are fucking phenomenal, and I have all like the confidence in the world with this team. A lot of people were doubting Pac, and Pakman, you know, I never doubted Pac for a second. Like, I know he was a little inexperienced and shit in the beginning because he hasn't been in the game in a while. He quit back in COD 4, but I know what he was like. I knew how nasty he was in COD 4, and there's no way you could be that good at a Call of Duty and come to another Call of Duty with that same ambition you had in the first one and not be good. You know, he really just he elevated his game to a whole new level. It's ridiculous. But I don't like telling him that because he's fucking cocky and he's got like a, you know, he's got like an ego. But, you know, truth be told, he elevated his game something severe. He's got one of the best shots I've ever seen, and you guys will see that. You know, a lot of people don't know that because I haven't been streaming, I haven't been doing YouTube videos, and with the actual squad, that is. I mean, I've streamed, but I haven't really streamed scrims. And there's a purpose for that. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I don't want people to really know what's really going on with FeaR, because I feel like the direction that I'm taking FeaR in right now is probably the best direction. It's crazy because just 2 weeks ago, I probably would have told you that, you know, like all those members that we had on FeaR leaving was terrible. You know, it almost crushed us. But now it's like when you actually find new hope and you find like legit reasons to actually keep something as big as FeaR alive, it's like the ambition to do it is so much more. You know what I mean? You get so much more motivated. It's like it's ridiculous. Not to mention, you know, fresh new talent. I mean, these kids are fresh new talent. Like they want to win. None of them have ever won anything before. Well, Pakman has, but Looney and Wheats, Pakman hasn't won since Call of Duty 4. You know what I mean? And that's when he actually quit. He legit hasn't won anything since COD 4. You know what I mean? Like, no small tournaments, no local lands, no. I mean, he maybe won like an ICN or something like that, but you know, he wants to win a LAN. He wants to win that, and you know, so do I, and so does Wheats, and so does Looney, and that right there is enough to, you know, take the team to the next level. And a lot of people don't see that. And the reason I'm talking about this is because, you know, somebody asked me on Twitter, he's like, what is your expectations? And I said, you know what, I'm expecting first. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to go to an event, you want to go in confident, not cocky, because we respect every team. You know, there's a difference. You can be cocky, like you can say you're going to go in first because you think every team sucks. That's being cocky. But we respect every team, and we want to go in there first. We want to go in there, you know, we want to go in as practiced as possible and really just have a solid showing. We really want to win this. So, you know, I told him, I was like, you know, we expect first, and he was just like, no, that's not an honest answer. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, for who? Why is that not an honest answer? For you? Is it not acceptable for you? Because that's not how we see things. I mean, people haven't seen us play yet. You know, they've seen like 1 or 2 gameplays that I've uploaded. They haven't seen us actually compete against top teams. We've played VVV, TVA, Aware Gaming. The only teams that we really haven't played is Complexity and Envy. So then he goes on to say, you know, something along the lines that, you know, Pakman wasn't an anchor before, so I don't think it's going to work for you. You know, I've never seen Looney play, especially on LAN, and Weech just jumps around too much. It just doesn't make any sense, because if I were to go pick up known people, people would say, you know, you only pick up, you know, I get it so much. You have no clue how many messages I had to get. Why don't you try out amateurs? Why, you know, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why are you always messing with pro players? Are you too good for us? This and that. And when I actually start playing with, you know, people that aren't super known, then, you know, people start coming to the realization that, well, why didn't you pick up, you know, Sharp again? Or why didn't you go join a pro team or this and that? And it makes no sense. It's like it goes back and forth over and over and over. And, you know, he also said that, you know, we haven't placed pro yet, which he basically just gave me the insight as if he didn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He had no clue what he was talking about. He just wants to see known people on FeaR, and that right there is a red flag for me. I think that was pretty stupid. You know, if he would have said something realistic, like, you know, you guys haven't played on LAN yet together, or something like that, you know what I mean, then maybe I could have respected his opinion. But I don't know. I just think, you know, calling people out when you've never even seen them play. And I heard Pakman was a beast on LAN. I heard he was destroying people at Anaheim. I heard he was destroying people at that that E3 thing that was going on too. Like there was like a professional booth at E3 or whatever. But anyway, that's why I wanted to make this video and just explain to you guys a little bit about the new roster, because, you know, you guys haven't really heard anything about it yet. I haven't really been too active on YouTube with them. I haven't been putting out the videos, you know, as I said, because I feel like sometimes when you're in that spotlight, like the fame and the people knowing you, and you know, it kind of gets to you, you know, and I'd rather stay away from that. But that's it for, you know, my rant. But if you guys want, I also have a shop open right now with a bunch of FeaR merchandise. If you guys want to go check that out, it's pretty sick. We got some new stuff up there that you guys might like, phone cases, new shirts. We got event shirts up there as well, which I'm actually I should be getting mine in the mail today or tomorrow, I think. I don't know, but they're pretty sick. But you have the opportunity to go on there and actually buy a shirt for like $25 and customize your gamer tag, your gamer tag on the back, and it's our actual official event shirt as well. It's just the shirts that we're going to be using while at the events. You know, when we play, we'll be in our jerseys, obviously. And you guys can also buy our jerseys, too, when our site goes up, because we're actually going to have a shop on there, and I'm redesigning the jerseys as well. We're going to have long sleeve jerseys. I don't know why, but a lot of people like long sleeve, and I think long sleeve is a little bit better because you can have more space on there for, like, whatever you want, you know, better designs, more sponsors. So that's why. Anyway, that's it for me. I haven't really commentated over a 9-minute video in so long, so props to me. I actually got really lazy with it. You know, I started cutting the videos down to like 5 minutes and stuff because I kind of felt like the 9-minute videos were too much. But I think this was a pretty good video. Like if you agree. We'll catch you guys later. Peace. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you check out the previous video on top, where I go 16-0 in S&D, and check out the 1v1 series I also have on the bottom. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, and be sure to subscribe. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.